One Piece, the magnum opus of mangaka Ichiro Oda and Shonen Jump's golden goose. And for 22 long years, it has captivated readers and watchers across the world, to the point where even if you barely watch anime, you've probably heard about it. And since there isn't a whole lot going on right now at the moment, now's as good a time as any to start watching. But I've heard the excuses. Oh, I don't want to sit through 900 episodes of a show. It's too weird. I don't get it. I'll watch it when it finishes. Well, now I'm gonna convince you otherwise. Or at least try to. By highlighting what I find so special about the little pirate manga that has outsold even Batman in lifetime sales. Here's why you should watch One Piece. Now before I get into things, I just want to make it clear that I will not be talking about reading the manga, because while I think it's fantastic, and I think that Oda really stretches the boundaries of what's possible with a weekly comic, I'd just be repeating points from Super Eye Patch Wolf's video. So go check it out after this video. And before I forget, just a quick little review of the dub. It's serviceable, most of the voices fit, but I feel like the actors have trouble with the comedic timing that the Japanese actors don't.
Could you perhaps show me your panties?
Yeah, right!
Feisty! I like it! That hurt me right down to the bone, because I'm a skeleton, you see?
I get it!
That kick just gave him swelling on his skull.
Hey, wait, do skeletons poop?
We've got like a million questions to ask before that one!
Oh yes, I poop.
Haven't you ever heard of TMI? We don't need to hear that!
パンツ見せてもらってもよろしいですか
見てけ！おやおや、できじ
骨身に染みました骸骨なだけに
うっせい
なんで骸骨にタンコブなんだよ
で、お前、うんこ出んのか
おいそれ以前の疑問が山ほどあんだろううんこは出ますよ長いことかかって答えんなどうでもいいわ
But the dubs are still tolerable if you don't really feel like reading. But, without further ado, let's get into what makes the One Piece anime truly shine. In response to its length, One Piece has what other long-running manga don't: an adventure. Not plural adventures, just one solitary path. With series like Naruto, the crew will go to the Land of Waves, or to the Sand Village, or to wherever, but they always return to the Leaf Village, and every arc feels like an individual section of a big whole. Same thing goes for My Hero, for Seven Deadly Sins, for Toriko, for etc. But the only consistent location in One Piece is their ship. Every island, every country, every arc is in an exciting new locale, but it's all in a line to that one place. So to me, and I'm sure to many, the fatigue of a long series is abated, because you know the goal, but you're enjoying the ride the whole time. Luffy even says it himself.
宝がどこにあるかなんて聞きたくねえ宝があるかないかなんて聞きたくねえ何もわかんねえけどみんなそうやって命がけで海へ出てんだよここでおっさんから何か教えてもらうんなら俺は海賊をやめるつまんねえ冒険なら俺は死ねえ
And I'll be damned if you get one. If there's one thing above all else that One Piece excels at, it's the characters. And holy shit, there are so many goddamn characters. And I can hear you say, well, if there's so many characters, isn't there a quantity over quality situation?
No, unacceptable.
With One Piece characters, so much personality is injected into them right from the start, from their speech patterns to their unique laughs. Each character is given so much thought into every aspect, from personality to design. And the main 11 Straw Hats are probably some of the best written characters in fiction, certainly in manga. They all just ooze personality and aren't just a collective of typical tropes, like dumb boy, edgy rival, smart version, girl, pervert, tired but strict authority figure, energetic authority figure who's the first authority figure's best friend, and so on and so on. But the Straw Hats are written like people, like a family. Oda even specifies what their familial roles are, and they all love and respect each other as such. So even the petty, almost brotherly competition between Zoro and Sanji, ignited by a simple who killed the bigger monster contest, and Frankie being the cool uncle who lets his nephews drive his tank and teaches them to make weapons, like my Uncle Bartholomew. Here's the last known footage of him. Well, what use are good characters if what they're doing doesn't make sense or isn't compelling? One Piece manages to weave an epic tale of adventure and family from a premise that could have come out of an anime Mad Libs book. But such a simple idea allows for expanding the world and for the individual arcs to run wild with their plots. Something as simple as going to an island to fix the Straw Hat's ship can turn into a roller coaster of discord in the crew, and the town turning against them because the mayor had an assassination attempt on his life, spiraling down into a 5-year government conspiracy to Luffy challenging the entirety of the world government. Which seems like too much to be just a section of the story, but it hooks you into the intrigue and drama while flying through at the speed of sound. Like if Murder on the Orient Express took place on a bullet train. Hey, what the fuck is that supposed to mean? And every arc exudes the same level of quality. Well, almost every arc. But even the stinkers have their moments, and boy do they have their moments.
俺にかなう気がしねえと気づいた時、お前は逃げるべきだった。そりゃあ俺にも切りたくねえもんはある。だが聞くがお前、絶対に人を噛まねえと保証できる猛獣に会ったことあるか？俺はねえな。
But you can't have a plot if there's nowhere for the plot to be. I'd say we could have used some work. But what doesn't need any work is One Piece's masterful world building. Fuck! It doesn't take a genius to look and appreciate the amount of time and effort Oda has put into crafting One Piece into a universe packed to the brim, where every island has as much personality as the people inhabiting them. From the fantastical Ryugu Kingdom at the bottom of the sea, to the half-fire, half-ice island of Punk Hazard. I can guarantee that you'll never be tired of a location in One Piece, even when you're spending 2 actual human years in the same place. Because the details are such that even one island has like 10 different interesting spots. Like, the Hidden Leaf Village is where the bulk of Naruto's story plays out, and I can only really think of 2 or 3 locations that really stand out from the rest of the village. Meanwhile, One Piece is like a drug dealer and an old PSA that's just giving out that good shit for free. Hey kid, you want Sky El Dorado? Perhaps I could interest you in a Japan. Or perhaps a Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I mean, fuck, they even get the whole desert country better than Naruto. Because it's not just a main village with sand. You really feel like they could actually be countries you could go to, not just some hollow, interchangeable backdrop. And with that, I've, hopefully, convinced you to partake in this great quest. So now the ever-pressing issue of where to start. Well, the obvious answer is episode 1. But I suppose I should give some examples of where not to start. First off, the episode ofs are a big no-no. It may seem tempting just to cruise through an arc, or arcs, getting the basic plot with movie-quality animation, but no. These films, OVAs, TV specials, whatever, have a talent of skipping some of the best moments, in lieu of cramming the important stuff into an hour and a half. Also, Super Eye Patch Wolf mentioned the movie Baron no Matsuri as a possible starting point, but that is a terrible idea. This movie is so dark and dire, it puts me in a shitty mood every time I watch it. The whole plot revolves around the enemy tearing the Straw Hats apart, and it spends a good portion of the runtime just them being like shitty and mean-spirited, and the resolution to the conflict doesn't feel satisfying. But like I said, episode 1 is probably your best bet. A burning hot take there. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and I also hope I changed your minds even just a little bit. And if I did, why don't you hit the like button? I'm also planning on making this a whole series, so if you want to see a specific show covered, then leave a comment down below and subscribe to see more. I hope you're all staying safe out there, and I'll catch you next time.